The Council of Nicaea. How the Romans, sort of, helped shape the Catholic Church. Let's set the stage. It's the early 4th century AD, and the Roman Empire is a sprawling, chaotic mess. Emperors rise and fall faster than TikTok trends, and religious debates are as heated as Twitter arguments. Enter Constantine the Great, the first Roman emperor to convert to Christianity. He's got a problem. Christians can't agree on who Jesus really is. Is he divine? Human? A bit of both? The arguments are tearing the empire apart, and Constantine, being a practical guy, decides it's time to call a meeting. Thus, the Council of Nicaea is born, a gathering that would shape Christianity forever and, indirectly, lay some groundwork for the Catholic Church. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. This isn't a story about the Romans creating the Catholic Church in one fell swoop. It's more like a messy, centuries-long process of theological debates, political maneuvering, and a fair bit of drama. So, grab some popcorn, and let's dive into the wild world of early Christianity and the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire. A religious melting pot. Before we get to Nicaea, let's talk about the Romans. They were the ultimate religious pluralists. Got a god? Great. The Romans would probably add it to their already overcrowded pantheon. But Christianity was different. Christians refused to play nice with other religions, insisting there was only one true God. This made them a thorn in the side of Roman authorities, leading to periodic persecutions. Yet, despite the crackdowns, Christianity spread like wildfire. By the time Constantine took the throne in 306 AD, it was a significant force within the empire. Constantine, ever the pragmatist, saw an opportunity. Instead of fighting Christians, why not co-opt them? In 313 AD, he issued the Edict of Milan, granting religious tolerance to Christians. But there was a catch. Christianity was deeply divided. The Arian controversy. Jesus is what now? Enter Arius, a priest from Alexandria, Egypt. Arius had some thoughts about Jesus. He argued that Jesus, while divine, was not equal to God the Father. Instead, Jesus was a created being, kind of like a super angel. This idea, known as Arianism, sparked a theological firestorm. On the other side was Athanasius, a fiery bishop who insisted that Jesus was fully divine and co-eternal with God the Father. The debate wasn't just academic, it was tearing churches apart. Constantine, who had just united the empire politically, wasn't about to let some theologians ruin everything. So, he did what any good Roman emperor would do. He called a council. The Council of Nicaea. Theology meets politics in 325 AD. Around 300 bishops gathered in Nicaea, modern-day Turkey, for the first ecumenical council in Christian history. This wasn't just a church meeting, it was a Roman imperial event. Constantine himself presided, wearing his fanciest robes and probably wondering why he had to deal with all this theological drama. The debates were intense. Arius and his supporters argued their case, while Athanasius and his allies pushed back. At one point, Nicholas of Myra, yes, that Saint Nicholas, aka Santa Claus, allegedly punched Arius in the face. Okay, that part might be legend, but it's too good not to include. In the end, the council sided with Athanasius. They produced the Nicene Creed, which declared that Jesus was of one substance with the Father, fully divine and co-eternal. Arius was declared a heretic, and his teachings were condemned. Constantine, happy to have restored order, went back to running his empire. The road to the Catholic Church. So, did the Council of Nicaea create the Catholic Church? Not exactly. What it did was establish a framework for Christian orthodoxy. The Nicene Creed became a unifying statement of faith, and the idea of ecumenical councils as a way to resolve disputes took root. Over the next few centuries, the Christian Church continued to evolve. The Bishop of Rome, later known as the Pope, gradually gained authority, especially after the fall of the Western Roman Empire in 476 AD. The term Catholic, meaning universal, was used to describe the Church, emphasizing its global reach and unified doctrine. The Romans didn't create the Catholic Church, but they played a crucial role in its development. Constantine's support for Christianity gave it legitimacy, and the infrastructure of the Roman Empire helped it spread. The Council of Nicaea, while not the beginning of the Catholic Church, was a pivotal moment in its history. Conclusion. A messy, fascinating history. The story of the Council of Nicaea and the rise of the Catholic Church is a reminder that history is rarely neat or straightforward. It's a tale of theological debates, political power plays, and a fair bit of chaos. The Romans didn't set out to create the Catholic Church, but their actions, and their empire, shaped its trajectory in ways they could never have imagined. So, the next time someone tells you the Romans created the Catholic Church, you can smile and say, well, it's a bit more complicated than that. And then, if you're feeling generous, you can tell them the story of Nicaea, Arius, Athanasius, and maybe even Saint Nicholas throwing a punch. Because history, when told right, is always entertaining.